So in this video, we are going to see how we can create Fiori tiles and configure them on Fiori Launchpad. So before doing that, let's understand what are tiles and what are the steps we need to follow to get the created tile or the created application to Fiori Launchpad. So I have defined these steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are very high level steps, but these are the mandatory steps you need to do or you need to complete before you can add a tile to the Fiori Launchpad and attach an application to that specific tile. So very first step is a tile. This tile is nothing but a block and it's a starting point to launch your application on the Fiori Launchpad. Now the second thing is a catalog. So catalog refers to as a collection of multiple tiles available in your system. And then the third thing is a group. This group is a collection of tiles, but those tiles can be separated by the other available tiles in the system. So we group different tiles so that they can be segregated from the other tiles. Now at the fourth step, we need to create a custom role, and inside that role we assign the catalog and the group. And once this fourth step is complete, then that custom role is assigned to a specific user. So as soon as this custom role which is assigned to a user, that user will be able to see the Fiori Launchpad group and the associated tile inside that. So these are the steps which we need to perform in order to get the Fiori tile onto the Fiori Launchpad with the application running. Now, one thing I want to mention is this catalog and the group concept is somewhat obsolete now. The new concept which is available from S/4HANA 2020 is pages and spaces, and we will also see how those things work, but as a starting point, let's do it using the catalog and group for now. Okay, so now let's create our first Fiori application, UI5 application, a very simple one, and we'll attach this application to our Fiori Launchpad. I'm currently using my locally configured web IDE for this demo, and I'm also using Fiori Launchpad that is also a locally configured. And yeah, let's start. So for creating an application, it is very simple. We will be creating a project from template and SAP UI5 application. Click on next. Let's give a project name. Fiori tile and a namespace com.coding names. Click on next. View name, let's keep it default and finish. So our application is ready. Now let's add a very small change here just for the identification purpose, and I will add a label with a text Fiori tile demo application. Okay, close, and let's run the application once. Okay, so our application is ready and we got the text here as well. So we will be configuring this application in the Fiori Launchpad now inside the tile. So for that, let's very first thing which we need to do is we need to send our application to ABAP backend system, which means we need to deploy this application onto our ABAP system. And for this demo, I am using my locally installed SAP system. So for deployment, let's click on deploy and deploy on SAP UI5 ABAP repository. As soon as you click on that, in the system drop down, you will see whatever the system you have configured. Since I'm using locally installed NPL system or NLP system, so I'm getting that by default. I have only one system. Click on this deploy a new application, or if you are redeploying it, you need to select this option. So since this is the first deployment, I will select on this deploy a new application, click on next, and you need to provide a name here, the deployed application name. This name will be identified inside the SICF node. So let's give a name Z Fiori tile and Fiori tile demo, and for package let's search let's take Z local and click on next. Okay, so now the next thing it will ask you for a transport. Let's select the transport and click on next. You also have option to create a new request or enter the existing request number here. I will select the existing request, click on next and click on finish. So now the deployment will start and you will see the updates on the top right corner here. So currently the application is being deployed. It is finished, and as soon as it is done, you will see a new folder created here with dist. So once you see this folder, it means your application has been at least one deployed. Okay, so now this is done. Okay, so once this application has been deployed in our backend ABAP system, let's go to the ABAP system and see where it is being deployed. Use the transaction SICF, click on go and click on the execute button. And now here we need to search the location where our application has been deployed. So go to default host SAP, then BC, and then all the way down to UI5 underscore UI5. Open this node. Then again open the SAP node. And here you will see all of the applications which has been already deployed or which are all the standard application available in the system. So all custom and standard applications are available inside this node. So our application is this one, Z Fiori tile, which we have just deployed here. Now we need to configure this application into our Fiori Launchpad. So for that, let's open our Fiori Launchpad configuration. And so this is our Fiori Launchpad configuration place where we have two options available, the catalog and a group. And we have seen in our PPT, this is the third step and fourth step here in order to configure our Fiori tile. So very first step what we are going to do is we will be creating a new catalog here. Since this is a freshly configured, I do not have any custom catalog created. So click on this option and click on this plus button here. You will get a pop-up. Let's create a catalog. Code names underscore C stands for catalog. custom apps. Okay, now click on save. So we got our catalog created here with code in means custom apps, and the ID is code in means underscore C. C stands for catalog. Now create a group here, and similarly you have in the group option you have a plus button. Custom apps, we can change this later on. Now the ID which we are going to give here is underscore G for group. Okay, and then click on save. So we have got a group created and we have got the catalog created here. Now what we need to do is we need to configure or we need to add our application inside this catalog. So for that, let's go to tiles here and click on this button. You will see different options, different type of tiles. Click on this and we have got some form open here. We need to provide the details about the application and how it will be open in the Fiori Launchpad. So let's provide a title first. Fiori tile demo. You can select an icon, click on this, and let's select this. Now the semantic object, this object is needed in order to navigate your application inside the Fiori Launchpad. So we haven't created this semantic object. So let's go to our SAP system and create one for us. So for creating a semantic object, we have a T-code /UI2/SEMOBJ. Click on this and click on edit button and create new entry, or I have a demo entry. Let's copy this, give a name Z semantic object and Z semantic object. Here and save. Give a transport number. So our semantic object has been created here. Now let's go back to our Fiori configuration. Refresh the page. So inside the catalog, we have a tile, demo tile. Give an icon here, click OK and provide the semantic object name. So SEM. Now we got SEMOBJ. Now the action would be display. We need to show and then just click, hit enter and click on the save button. So now as soon as you click on the save button, you will see a tile has been created here, which is inside the catalog. If you click on this tile, it will show you in the list format. And the target URL you are seeing here is your semantic object plus your action. So the navigation would be done through this semantic object. Okay, now the third thing is we need to do a target mapping. What application you want to open when you click on this tile. So the target mapping should be done using this option. So click on this and click on this button, create target mapping. You will again see a similar form getting open here. Now you will again provide the semantic object, which is this one, and action would be again display. The application type, there are a couple of different application types available based on the requirement, but in our scenario we are using SAP UI5 application. And now give the title demo tile and the URL. Now the URL, now to get the URL, we need to go to SICF node and get our deployed application URL from there. So go to again the same location where we have deployed our application SAP and go all the way down. We got our application. Right click on this and click on the test service button. So as soon as you do this, you will get a URL which is generated based on your ABAP system. So we are not using the domain, but we will only use this last URL. So copy this and again go back to our configuration place and paste it here. So this is done. Now the ID part is, this ID is used to uniquely identify your application. So how to get this ID is, for that you need to go back to your application and open the controller, and here this is the unique ID which will help identify the application. So copy this and or you can get it from component.js file as well. So either you can copy from any of the controller or the component.js file. So I am taking it from component.js file. There is no difference in that. And go back to our configuration place and paste it here and click on save button. So now our target mapping is done. Our tile has been created. Now the next thing is we need to add our tile to a group here. So now go to the group and select our group, click on this button and find out the catalog. So our catalog name was coding means custom apps. Select this and see, you are getting our app tile already available here. Now to add this tile to the group, you just need to click on this plus button. As soon as you click, your demo tile has been added successfully and it will turn green. It means this tile has been added to the group. Now go back, and when you go back, you will see a new tile available here. Okay. These are the things needed for configuring your tile for Fiori Launchpad. So we have attached our application to the tile and inside the group, and then inside the catalog, and then the catalog has been added to the group. So this part is all done. Now the next part is your configuration of your role and assigning this group and catalog to the role. So let's go to our SAP system now. Close this and open a transaction PFCG, which we normally use to create a new role and assign those roles to the users. Now I have already created a role here, SAPUI5 apps, and we will be adding our group and catalog inside this role. So click on edit and go to menu option. Now here we see nothing is available here. So for adding, we will click on this transaction button and then you will see here SAP Fiori Tile Catalog and SAP Fiori Tile Group. So let's add a catalog first. F4, and we got our catalog. Click on OK. So our catalog is available now. Now add the group here. Group name is star. Click on F4. We have got the group. Okay, so now we have added our catalog and the group both. The next thing is we need to assign this role to the user so that this catalog and group are available to the user, whoever is accessing it. So before doing that, let's run. So this is the Fiori Launchpad, which I have configured locally. These are the default application which are available. We will go through these things later on. Now to add, so currently there is no group available for the custom app. So as soon as we will add a role, a new group will be created here and our application will be available inside that. Let's do that. Now go to user, and the only user which we have is a developer user. Let's assign this role and click on save button, and that's it. Now let's go back to our Fiori Launchpad and click on refresh. See, we got a new group available here, which is code in means custom app. When you click on this, you see the demo tile as well. And once you click on this tile, your application has been launched here. Fiori tile demo application. So this is how we can configure our Fiori Launchpad for creating a new tile and attaching an application to that. That's all for now in this video, and if you like the content, please consider subscribing to my channel. One more thing I just wanted to share here is I have created a new group on Facebook which is SAP Fiori Things, and you will be getting mostly all of the videos which I am posting on my YouTube channel as well, which is Code in Mints. So if you like, please consider joining this group, and let's grow this group with the information. That's all for now. Thank you.